for the most part, me and Scoop play every day. So we usually pick up a third, and depending on who's available, that's who ends up filling the rest of our team out.
All right, so we have you clocked in at over 8,000 wins this year. What is it about the mode that's really appealing to you, and what do you like doing most in it?
I really like the versatility of the mode. Being the additional slots that we got this year, I was able to create many different builds, and I've tweaked them and made different builds as the year went along to fit my play style, and that's really what I've enjoyed the most.
Now, you mentioned your play style, so what kind of builds do you like running with in the W? Do you like playing as guards or some of the bigs?
I do enjoy the big position. That's what I've typically always done. But this year, I've actually excelled in the guard position, being able to shoot and being able to set up my teammates. So really, depending on the team that I'm playing with, I'll make the adjustment, and that's how we usually succeed.
Who would win in a one-on-one matchup, your guard or Caitlin Clark?
That would be tough. I'd give her some trouble just because my defense is so high. I literally have legend badges down the line for everything defense. So I would make it tough on her, but I'm sure she'd make it tough on me on the other end.
Anybody else you want to give a shout out to?
I just wanted to say thank you to my wife, Heather. She's definitely supported me during the year, and I'd like to thank her for that.
Thank you so on NBA. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It's the Orlando Magic and the Sacramento Kings. A look at the starting group for the Magic. They've got LeBron James. Olajuwon is out there with Chamberlain. And it's Durant. And it's Antetokounmpo. In at the three, the small forward.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
LeBron against Bryant. O'Neal outside. Pass to Leonard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
LeBron passes to Olajuwon. Durant with it. 5 to shoot. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And now just over a minute played here in the first. George looking around. Over Durant. George, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Ryan against Antetokounmpo. Chamberlain with a screen on George. For three, Durant. They get it back. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Shaq.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
The Magic shooting their first free throw tonight. Here's Sacramento. It's a three-point game. Pass to George. Tries from 10. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Well, you expect Paul George to either take it right to the cup or shoot the three. You give up that in-between space, and he hits the mid-range.
Now, here's Durant. James finds KD. Back to James. Outside, KD. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Bryant and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Will Chamberlain picks one up.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Giannis passes to LeBron. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Oh, the deep bomb from LeBron, who makes that shot look effortless.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Leonard. George against KD. Back to George. Shoots over KD. And it's sent back by KD. Antetokounmpo passes to LeBron. Outside Durant. Fires the three. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
Boy, no hesitation right there. You see Kevin Durant assertive on the offensive end.
KD against George. Bryant has the open look. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Bryant's got 5 now.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Now here's Durant. O'Neal with the steal. Bryant against Antetokounmpo. And the basket by Kobe.
Such body control from Bryant, able to take some hits there on the way up.
Pass to KD. Back to James. All sorts of time. Again, the Magic score.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Orlando. O'Neal against KD. Clock at 6. The three from LeBron gets the three-pointer to fall. James has got a couple of threes now in the first for Orlando.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Kobe, the pass to Leonard. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Orlando leading by 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
From deep three-point land, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Magic. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Orlando?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. We've got Chamberlain. Olajuwon is out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's LeBron James, and it's Durant in at the two-guard spot.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length, no way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
The high post shot. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Orlando leading by 7. Here is Durant. Outside, James. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
This is a case where it's just the pure strength of Paul George, able to fight through contact so well on these shots.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for your king.
On the free throw, no good. It's Durant on the wing. Over George. KD's shot is good. KD's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic.
KD's shot selection is always on point. You want to concede the mid-range, he's more than willing to take it.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Antetokounmpo with the steal. Here's the lob to the hoop. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And really, the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
I think one thing you love about Kawhi Leonard, this guy never gets too high, never gets too low, but he is the ultimate competitor because he competes at the highest level regardless of the situation.
LeBron outside. Durant sets a screen for James. Offline from the high post.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Kobe with a screen on Durant. George dishes to Bryant. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up. Orlando grabs the miss.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Pass to James. Fires for 3. And a check with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
George passes to Leonard. George sets a screen for Leonard. Puts up a deep 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They lead by 7. From deep, James. LeBron with another miss. 1:49 left to play here in the half. Pass to George. Outside, Kobe. Shaq with a screen on Giannis. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. James in the post. Defended by George. And James gets it to go. James has got 10 points.
And LeBron makes that insane dribble move look so effortless. What a showman he is.
Timeout called by the Kings. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Orlando shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
At the line for the Magic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, 2 shots.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Outside, Kobe from outside the arc. That falls. Nice speed that time from Jordan. He's got 10.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
James outside. Back to KD. Launches a 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint. Rebound by the Magic. Olajuwon's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard against James. Here's Durant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You simply can't bite on the shot fake, but Kevin Durant makes that a tough task.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Durant.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled all at nearly 7 feet tall.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard against Giannis. Wembanyama sets a screen for Leonard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And so it's the Orlando Magic in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action in just a minute. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at James, what a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far, unstoppable.
Kawhi Leonard is out there with Wembanyama. Then it's O'Neal. Then it's Bryant. And it's George in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
KD against George. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Chamberlain. Back to Durant. And it's Orlando with another.
How do you match up with KD? This guy is so good at taking what the defense gives him. Good luck.
Outside, Bryant. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
LeBron with it. Now defended by Bryant. LeBron dishes to Olajuwon. And then Olajuwon with the dunk.
I mean, I hope you can appreciate the torque that kind of move generates. He just has that natural explosiveness. The dream is something to behold.
The Kings trail by 13. Wembanyama outside. O'Neal sets the screen for Leonard. No good from outside. And the Magic with possession. James, the pass to KD. No good that time. 50 that time from Leonard. George against KD. Pass to Leonard. Over Giannis. Again, the miss by the Kings.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Olajuwon, no good. Now the Kings with it, trailing by 13. It's George on the wing. And then George with the jam.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
James, the pass to Olajuwon. Now, here is Chamberlain. No one near James as he lets it go. Connects from three-point range. James has got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Outside, Kobe. Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got his 6th rebound on the night. The drive by KD. That one goes in. And now that's 11 points for KD.
How about the ability of Durant to make those long strides to the rim and absorb the contact?
Lobbed up there for O'Neal. And stolen by LeBron. And finished off by KD.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Wembanyama outside. Leonard against Antetokounmpo. Leonard the pass to Bryant. Here's Shaq. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
The Kings shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Free throw good, Wembanyama. And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Here's KD. He's got 13. Outside, James. Sacramento grabs the miss. And here's George. He's got 6. 50 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Bryant with the bounce pass. Shot clock at 6. Here's O'Neal. Jacks up a 3. Sacramento again missing. Magic leading by 16. James with it. George picks him up. James looking around. Pulls up on the wing. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now here's Leonard. Shoots the 3. Bring it up for Kawhi Leonard from 3. And so it's Orlando. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We come back right after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Now George, fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Chamberlain is out there with Olajuwon. Then it's James. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Durant in at the 2. To the inside. The fader. Chamberlain, no luck. The Kings trail by 13. George finds Bryant. And there's the call on Durant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Shaq against Chamberlain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wembanyama, a screen on Giannis. A 3 from Leonard.
And that's a great job by Giannis of altering the shot.
And it's Leonard missing. James against Kobe. Pass to Chamberlain. Orlando moving the ball around. And the rejection by Wembanyama. George passes to Bryant. Leonard on the wing. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Leonard is such a tough cover. He's so good at baiting the D into foul.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
They've made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Pass to Chamberlain. Back to KD. And they get it back. Antetokounmpo kicks to James. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. James has got 9 points here in the second half. George against Durant. And here's Kobe from the arc. Olajuwon grabs the miss. Olajuwon's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to James. Over Bryant. Nice shot by James. And that's now 21 points for LeBron.
You call this a groove, folks, offensively. When shots are falling, you're getting to your spots. LeBron James right now on his personal playground.
Timeout, Sacramento. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And there's the call on Durant. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Shaq against Chamberlain. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Hakeem Olajuwon.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
And the first one drops.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Leonard hits them both. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Orlando leading by 14. LeBron with him. Pass to Durant. Outside, James. Just 5 on the clock. Back to KD. And Durant gets double teamed. James, no good. And Sacramento has possession. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Leonard against James. Leonard, the pass to O'Neal. Chamberlain with the block. There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Durant. Olajuwon with a screen for Durant. It's good from long range. And the Magic lead by 17.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
At the line for your Kings, Paul George, taking 2 shots.
That free throw good from George.
Well, you have to respect the career of Paul George. He has faced at one point a career-ending injury. He keeps battling to get back on the floor through constant injury.
And George drops them both. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Outside, James. Back to KD. Chamberlain a screen. KD, that's for 2. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. James against Leonard. 20 feet out. And a little luck that time, but it drops. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Floats it up for James. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, I think that one closes the door on any comeback hopes. Impressive performance.
To me, they just looked a step quicker out there. They certainly looked to want it more than their opponent.
Leonard, the pass to Bryant. 6 to shoot. Over James. Olajuwon grabs the miss. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Here's James. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports